I never lied where I came from. Texas had its place for me to find a home deep in my soul. I must know the world as a whole. Gone, and I'm weightless. Shadows from the sun project my likeness. Do you feel it? It's like a lightness. It's coming on you. You're gonna like it now. Yeah, we ain't gone yet. Just somewhere distant. There's something different, different. Yeah, we ain't gone yet. Somewhere distant, there's something different, different now. My fight is on, and I'm frightless. I'm a falling sun, you know I got this. Do you feel it? It's like a lightness. Coming on you, you're gonna like it now. Yeah, we ain't gone yet. Just somewhere distant. There's something different, different. Yeah, we ain't gone yet. Just somewhere distant. There's something different.
This is Creative's Cornerstone, and I'm Carol Coburn. I'm your host for the next hour. Today we are visiting with Wiley Ross and Karma. Hey. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello. All right, now you may be wondering, who are these people? Well, I'm going to tell you, and by the end of the hour, we are going to know exactly who they are and what they do. Wiley here is responsible for a great deal of the artwork that we have in the city of Austin. And when he came across my radar, I realized I have stood beside and beneath a lot of his murals all over Austin. Yes. So, and Karma, his partner, performs with him because not only does he do these amazing pieces of art, but he's also a singer-songwriter. And so a little bit later on in the show, he's going to be sharing with us that part of his creativity. And the first part of the show, he's going to be sharing with us just all things Wiley and Karma. They're very interesting individuals. Let's get into it.
All right.
Hey, all right, Wiley. So tell me your most iconic mural in Austin.
That would definitely have to be the Willie Nelson and Janis Joplin one.
And that's the one down across, what street is that? That's
It's
down
7th and Niches.
There we go.
Yeah, catty corner to the homeless shelter. Yeah.
How long did that take you?
Willie took a week because we only had the lift rented for a week, so I had to prime the whole wall and do the wall.
That was done in a week.
And just by me too.
Whoa.
And like my arms and hands were so sore. And then the second year we did Janice, and that was 1 week too. Yeah.
That is so awesome. Now, did somebody ask you to do these pieces?
Yeah.
Or is this just like really graffiti on another level.
So when I started out, like I would go around and I would just find buildings that had blank walls and I'd cold call them. Essentially, I'd find out who the landlord is, and then I'd get like 10, emails, and then maybe like 2 would respond, and then maybe 1 would do something. But with that one, my friend Adam Brewer with Hard Texas Rock Fest, he was the one that wanted me to paint that wall, and then he's like, what if, and we kind of came up with the idea of Willie Nelson, and so it was actually before Willie Nelson, it was going to be a giant cat that like looked out over the, but I think we went the latter, which with Willie, and which I think in hindsight was probably the best decision.
Oh my gosh, like ever. I think that I saw when Jimmy Kimmel comes down for South by.
Yeah, that was on there too. Yeah, they paid me money for that. Yeah.
So interesting note too, because you mentioned graffiti. So obviously there's been some graffiti on the wall of recent, and I've noticed that there were less and less pictures being taken, and I kept looking at, I drove by the other day whenever I was on my way home.
There was graffiti on the wall.
On the Willie Nelson mural.
Yeah, and only about as high as somebody can reach.
Yeah,
so it didn't hit any of the faces, but it was on the bottom
it was
part.
On there. So the other night, about 3 nights ago, we gathered a couple of friends and the kids and his mom, and we all loaded up with paint and drove down and painted as much of the graffiti as possible in the colors that were there. And
what we did it with was, so we have a puppet show. It was on the CW for it's called Puppet Bangers Ball, and it's sock puppets. They review music videos, but they never review any music videos. And but they talked about when they used to do drugs like lint and Tide Pods and fabric softener and things like that. But anyways, we videoed the sock puppets cleaning up the mural,
doing their part.
Like my sock puppet is Kenneth. He's from the DC punk scene, and and now he drives an Uber because his partner Astrid keeps ordering crystals off the internet and things like that.
Okay, so this is like so far unscripted. Not that the show is scripted at all. I'm just saying this is like wild. Okay, where do people see your puppet show?
Well, where do they see that?
I want to look it up.
Well, so we do have a few of the episodes on YouTube, and however, we started a new venture with a nonprofit in coordination with our nonprofit, which is Puppet Confessions. So we actually have multiple sponsors now in the community that all built a puppet booth. Wiley has been making puppets, and that's how we got to know each other, was like playing with puppets during COVID, because I had to provide content for something. And so now we actually have we'll have an event scheduled in August for probably at Radio East, where we'll do a giant puppet show, and it's Puppet Confessions, where people can come in and actually build their own puppet, and then or write a confession or something that's bothering them, and the puppets read them, and then Wiley and I improv music that makes a soundtrack for it.
Think Taxi Cab Confessions, but with puppets, kind of.
It's wild and weird, and it benefits Night Owl Therapy, which is a flat rate, reduced fee mental health therapy for people that that don't have insurance, that work in the nightlife, that are performers or entertainers, and then in coordination with ours, which we just like to give people creative, creative baskets, and anyone who needs to do art should. And if they can't afford to go and buy a paintbrush, well, we show up in schools, in nursing home, wherever somebody wants to do art.
And the name of who are they reaching out to for this?
So our thing's called Cult of Kindness, and kind of like
Cult of Kindness.
Yeah, with a K. And what that is like, it's basically, when you ask how can I help you, you help yourself, and it's kind of, we try to every day, no matter really who it is, how small or big, we try to do something nice or selfless for somebody, and just we try to cultivate creativity and sort of inspire people, because I think that everybody has an artist in them. It's just unlocking that with positive reinforcement and a little bit of encouragement, and you'd be surprised what people can do.
I think that everybody has
a
creative.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like like being around Wiley on a regular basis inspires so many pieces of creativity within you. You just didn't even realize. And so what we've been doing just naturally is having friends over or new people, because we have a lot of the art in the home and kind of, have clients there. But then we're like, well, why not, neighbors, favor drivers. So we have neighbors now that come over, and sometimes they have guests in town. Like, can we bring our friends in to see the space?
Yeah.
So they have like an art
Yay.
compound. And,
Okay,
yeah.
y'all, I need to digest all of this. This is like so incredibly awesome. We're going to give you a music video. I hope you enjoy. And we're going to be right back.
Body's pumping, you full of it. When it gets to you up and quit. Always claim to be a star. Acting like this won't get you too far. Pull the rug from under me. Set the stunner and threw away the key. Pieces don't make a bit of sense. Now that's the king of your man. So walk away, yeah. Hey, walk away, yeah. Gotta leave before you do the test. But I guess that's what you do best. See these folks standing in line. They're the ones you left behind. Gave you love, energy, and time. In return, you turn your blind eye. Hey! Like a wolf in the dead of night. Had your feast, you said goodnight. With one breath, you held the sound stick. So the steps should be filled with pride. So walk away, yeah. Hey, walk away, yeah. Get up and leave before you do the test. But I guess that's what you do best. Go! So walk away, yeah. Hey, walk away, yeah. Get up and leave before you do the test. But I guess that's what you do best.
You are currently watching Creative's Cornerstone. I'm Carol Coburn. I am your host. I hope you enjoyed that music video, and I hope you enjoy that. I want to feature everything indie, everything creative on this show. And so myself, my crew, we all believe so much in the artists that we represent, that we have on the show. And I love being able to entertain you with various videos, all different genres from all over the country, and I hope you enjoy it. We are currently sitting down here with Wiley and Karma, who are telling us such amazing works that they're doing all over the city of Austin. And of course, brought Wiley on, believing, just knowing about the murals and the artwork that you share with the city, and that we really benefit from your artwork.
Thank you.
And then I learned he's a musician and a singer-songwriter, and Karma joins him in this process. And then I can't wait to highlight Karma here in her background with productions and her creativity. And they've just shared with us about a nonprofit. Tell us again the name.
The Cult of Kindness.
The Cult of Kindness.
We also have guerrillagardeners.org.
Oh, that's right.
Where
Guerrilla Gardeners.
So what we do is by night we go and we go on public property
By night?
and we plant
Stop.
plants and stuff like that, and it's
Plant
called
food.
guerrilla
On
gardening.
public?
Yeah,
Okay.
like we did a couple bus stops, and we just do this because if we do get arrested, what are they going to say? Like you were vandalizing with like planting flowers and food, you know? And so they say in this day and age any press is good press, and so like but yeah, we did a bus stop over by William Cannon and one on South First, and so we just go there and we just guerrilla garden.
Guerrilla.
Yeah, guerrillagardeners.org.
Yeah, and essentially it's a little bit like what we did the other night with the Willie Nelson mural. Like we didn't tell anybody, the owner of the building or anything, that we were going to go and clean up the
And just
graffiti.
take care of
But it's
Yeah.
make it, and anything can be an adventure. Not a chore. It just depends on if you want to play with puppets or make masks or, go guerrilla garden and make ridiculous little music videos out of it and inspire other people to be weird and be kind and do more.
It's kind of like, see, we're responsible adults now. We like to watch the world burn in a responsible manner because what is punk rock in your 20s is just irresponsible in your 30s and 40s. And and so we like to,
The
that's
past is over by your
so that's what we like to do. We'll do things like when we're passing somebody in traffic, we'll honk and wave enthusiastically at them, and they don't know us, and we don't know them, but they think that we know them, and so that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then, and also, sometimes I'll order food, and I would do this consecutively for a while and paint my face. So when the food was delivered, I'd have my face painted, but then I wouldn't address why my face was painted. And so after a number of times, people are like, "Have you been to 5601? Did he have his face painted?" And then they don't know why my face is painted, and I don't know either, but they assume it's for a reason. And so things like that,
Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes the greatest cure for your own obsessiveness or feeling sorry for yourself or getting depressed or anything like that is to just get up and go and do something for somebody else, and maybe that's covert narcissism. It could be a lot of things, but it could be a lot worse.
I think it's the way to be engaged and involved with your community.
Yeah.
And with the climate the way it is, oh my gosh, we need more people
Oh my God.
rolling up their sleeves and doing this.
Well,
I mean,
it
So
feels
incredible.
so like when creating, I get a certain satisfaction when I'm making a song, writing a song, or doing a painting. But my soul doesn't get filled unless I'm having a positive influence on somebody's life. That to me, I mean, I get misty. I had to stop listening to motivational speeches at the gym because I was crying. And just because I get moved real easy and doing stuff like that, having a positive impact on somebody's life it makes me feel so freaking good that it's I love that so much. And I learned that from my mom. She volunteered for Special Olympics for 27 years, but she was just, oh yeah, man, yeah. So I think that I mean, you can tell how good of a life you live by how many people show up to your funeral, And
I don't want to wait until then.
well, I don't either.
In fact, a few years ago, I have a posse of best friends, and I was commenting to one of them. I said, my funeral is going to be so outstanding because you guys are all going to get to meet, and I want to be there when you do.
Oh, you
And
will
so
be there.
Well, no, I meant physically. I wanted to physically be there when it happened. So I ended up having a dinner, and I had friends flying in, best friends that I've had for years, flying. And it was just for a dinner, and we all met and we toasted to life and each other, and it was so filling, soul filling. Sorry, I
Yeah.
keep hitting my.
Yeah, get your soul tank filled like the gas
It was
tank.
so awesome, and the pictures I have, and it was kind of weepy, and I have health issues, and so then I'm 2 years later, they're like, "You're still here." And I'm like, did you think I was checking out? All that talk about I want to be there
That was
when
the
you
Last
do
Supper.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was like
I thought you were
cool
gonna
down.
say. I thought you were gonna tell them that no, I did pass, and then you just come out of the room and you're like, surprise. And they're like,
When I finally do go, people are gonna say, "Yeah, she's just dancing. She's not really gone."
Yeah. Well,
So-
that was something. So at one point we were making. Well, Wiley made this video. It's like a mood trailer for a docuseries, because we had a distributor that was interested in doing a docuseries just on the daily of like what we had going on.
Sure.
And so, so my brother and my son actually came for spring break and helped Wiley build a coffin, a 7-foot coffin so that he could fit in it. And we put it on wheels and we put it, in the patio area. And what we did is we lined it with lights and music and everything. And the idea was to get into the coffin and close the casket and meditate on what would your life be missing? What did you miss out on if you could never get out of that coffin?
Yeah,
This was it.
If that was it,
What didn't
reflect
you
on it.
say? What didn't you do? How did you make people feel? And like really meditate on that. And the minute you open up the coffin again, it is like fundamentally a rebirth of your soul, where you can go do those things that you would have been regretful about not doing.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I am of a belief that those are the questions that you need to ask yourself every day.
Every day.
Before you head
Exactly.
out the
Absolutely.
door,
Exactly,
or
but we forget.
You always
when
tell
you're
people that I
brushing
love
your
you.
teeth,
Like,
or whatever. You take that moment of thought and evaluate, and then decide, because it is a choice.
Absolutely.
You decide how you're going to greet the world today.
Absolutely.
And what kind of difference you're going to make. You may get the looks, okay? I mean, I will tell random strangers, "Oh my gosh, that color looks so
Oh
good."
my God. Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
your hair looks
No,
fabulous.
okay,
Is
all right.
that natural?
Okay, it costs nothing. It costs
Yes,
nothing
it
to have
does.
a positive impact on somebody's day. It costs nothing to ruin it too, but it
And
costs
it
nothing to
can
make it better.
so
And you don't know what it changed.
change.
That person could have been on the teetering on the edge of that,
know.
and then that little thing is what turned it around. I love that crap.
I mean-
like, man, so much. Like, I do. Like,
Thank you for the crap.
I got
for it.
goosebumps right now. You know, it's
But I
like,
mean, but
yeah,
that's serious. It only takes
yeah. It's no
a second.
Yep.
I did kind of go down a rabbit hole once. I was at Einstein's, and I'd just gotten my order, and I'm leaving, and this guy walked in, and he had the most interesting haircut that I think I've ever seen, and it was striking, and I didn't know how
Like
I
flock
felt
of
about
seagulls
it,
striking?
but it was like, wow, good for you. Just that's bold. Good for you for making that. I'm just all that's going through my head, and I have to tell you, your hair is amazing. And he looked at me, and I'm like, your hair, it looks great. And then he started speaking, and he didn't speak English. and then I'm like, your hair. And then I look around, and like everybody in there is like looking at me like, what is this old, feeble lady doing right now? She's harassing, And I'm like, never mind, but you look good.
Yeah, right. Stones up.
Scuttled out the door, I made an impact that day, let me tell you. So that is simply amazing. I love your energy. I love what you do, and I love what you put out into this universe, and the passion that you do it, and the fact that you make such an effort to share it with so many people and influence
Yeah.
as many as you can. Now, I do want to talk a minute about Karma here and your past endeavors and your production past, which
Yeah.
I just heard in passing before we started the shoot.
Well, I have a very colored, flavored past, and it's very interesting because yes, I've done a lot of different things in my life. I've kind of built multiple careers all at the same time, and I was a producer. I was an executive producer, and that's how we met. Was at the theater Midtown. For the Quentin Tarantino documentary QT8 premiere, and I was an executive producer on that. And Wiley was painting Quentin Tarantino on the red carpet that night, and
Not painting him, but painting a picture
painting a
of him.
portrait of him. And I was running late, and I was carrying these easels, and he opened the door for me. And normally, I'm a tall person, and normally I'm like, oh, thank you, but I had to look up. And
I think I did
was
some
like,
Sam
that
Elliott
surprised
thing.
me.
I was like, ma'am, something like
he
that,
was
like
"Ma'am."
some Tombstone.
And I was like, oh, well, okay, he's cute. So anyway, it was wonderful, and I feel like, now this is gonna sound corny, but you know how all roads lead to Rome, and I think that as much as I sometimes complain to you. this
Pull
is
out the puppets. Hold on.
this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like my life was about building an ego for myself and protecting myself and creating things. And now I feel like I've had an influence where I can be playful and myself, and I can share myself like the real me,
Yes.
and allow others to also be able to open up and share who they truly are, not just all of the masks that we wear.
You know, I believe that we are all on our paths, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there one way or another. I mean, the choices that we make in life, they create the detours, but we're still going to get where we need to be. And y'all were meant to meet up. And there you are at a door, just holding the door open.
Figuratively and
literally. How
literally.
your life changed in that simple moment, and being aware and present enough to acknowledge and embrace that. And we're going to be right back. We're going to give you another video. Yay! We're going to let Karma compose herself, and we're gonna dry the feels, and we're going to be right back with you.
A dream without wings, a silent spring. I knew you were there, but I could not see. Blinded by shame, I carried a flame deep in my heart till I knew your name. Turn up the music and let me feel your heart. We move together, the swirling dance of stars. The Venus to your Mars. I'm so inspired by you and all the heights you take me to. Can't quit my desire for you, even after the hard times we've been through. I'm still inspired to keep on loving you. And when the darkness is closing in, my bones are weary, the ache is deafening. I reach to find you, defying gravity. Your love lifts me up where I can finally sing. Turn up the music and let me feel your heart. We move together, the swirling dance of stars. The Venus to your Mars. I'm so inspired by you and all the heights you take me to. Can't quit my desire for you, even after the hard times we've been through. I'm still inspired to keep on loving you. Oh, your light keeps moving. Oh, your love keeps moving. Oh, your magic's moving through me. I'm so inspired by you and all the heights you take me to. Can't quit my desire for you, even after the hard times we've been through. I'm so inspired. All the heights you take me to. All the hard times we've been through. All the heights you take me to. I'm still inspired to keep on loving you.
All right, I hope you had a good time with that one. That's one of my favorites. We are in the studio. We are still talking to Wiley Ross and Karma, and we are talking such creativity. I don't know. You guys are really blessing the stage here today.
That was one of my favorites too. I
Oh
gotta be
my
completely
God!
honest
Yeah,
with you.
right. I mean, seriously.
Love that one.
Oh my gosh. Well, now you can hit it on repeat.
I will do that.
Yeah, you know, or if you guys really liked it, look her up on YouTube. All I'm saying. Okay, so we were discussing all kinds of great stuff. We were talking about destiny, and we've just kind of been all over the place because that's the kind of people we have on the show, right? All over the place.
It's the hero's journey.
These guys are just submerged in the Austin culture in so many different ways, from the paintings on the sides of buildings to beautifying bus stops to engaging people in finding their inner artist. And you were telling me briefly when we were not on air about your studio space. Tell me about what you've got going on there. That's crazy incredible.
So my house, I own my house, and outside it's got sculptures and everything. Like HOA loves me. Like I just stopped opening up the letters, to be honest with you.
HOA,
Oh my God,
and you
yes,
still- wow,
yes,
all
and
right.
and you know, out of sight, out of mind. So, but they cannot take your house from just fines, and I pay my dues, so we're good. And like, but I digress. But since I own the house, but the whole entire house is a studio. So we've got a music studio in there. We've got welding. We've got ceramics. We've got painting. And then since Karma's daughter and her boyfriend live in the house directly behind us, we just took out the little backyard fence partition. So we just have this little compound, and like we have a little art compound. And it's great, you know, and but yeah, it's a little, it's kind of like a casino. You lose track of time in there, you know.
It is an
It's
energy
a
vortex.
Not
vortex.
in that kind of space with
Yeah.
that kind of energy.
Yeah, it's
You know, I can see people coming in and not checking out.
no, they check out,
Or
but
check
they just
out in a different way, you know?
It's like in the Iliad, you know, where he goes and they go to that one island and they keep taking and they lose track of time.
Or
It's
in
kind of
Percy
like that.
Jackson when they go to the
Yeah,
casino.
same type of thing. Yeah,
same thing, and drink the lotus
Yeah.
flower drinks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Sculptures. Do you sculpture?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
Sculpt?
Yes, I-
Sculpture. Do you
Yeah.
sculpture?
Yes, I do.
I remember seeing on your website some really interesting pieces.
Yeah, I started making clay out of the backyard dirt. Like, so it's really easy to make clay apparently, and so I just started doing that, and then got a wheel, and I started just learning how to. I built like a raku kiln, and slowly but surely worked up to an electric kiln, which to say I've almost electrocuted myself a couple times. I even lost my eyesight for 24 hours welding because I didn't wear a mask properly.
So I walk into one of the studios inside the house where he's welding with no mask and barefoot on a carpet.
Yeah.
You know, I have going through my mind, I don't understand how you haven't blown yourself.
You did burn the fence down
I did burn the
twice.
fence down twice, and that was because I put one of the kilns too close to the fence,
like, on the
and
fence.
so it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in there. I forget that I'm firing something. I'm in there playing the piano, and I just hear the cop knock on my door, just do 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 do, and I'm like, who the heck is knocking at my door like that? And then we just open the door, and he goes, your fence is on fire, and like I was like, oh my God, and that's when I realized fire is silent. You do not hear fire. You just see it when it's engulfing your whole back fence.
Until it wants you to know
Oh my
it's
God!
there.
And then the next time was when 3 in the morning. I had something firing out there, and I'm in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, and Karma just busts in. She goes, "Wiley, the fence is on fire!" And so I run out. I barely put my pants up, get out there, and I've got my hair's all crazy. I've got this hose at 3 in the morning trying to hose down this fence. And each time we were right at the cusp of needing to call the fire department, but we didn't, and everything was fine. And it's good that it was too, because there's a giant transformer right behind that fence.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it would have knocked out a couple city blocks.
Do you
to be
have
honest
a
with you.
good relationship with your neighbors?
Oh, I do,
They do
absolutely.
actually love
I mean,
us.
Actually,
besides
Yeah.
your daughter.
Oh,
living
no, I have a
behind.
we
great
actually,
relationship,
The
yeah.
neighbors all actually do love us. And
Yeah.
I
they
am so
are very supportive.
grateful to
Yeah,
hear that.
yeah. There's our neighbors, Daniel, the ones that live next to us. They're very, very religious folks, and they're the sweetest people and the best neighbors that I've ever had in my entire
Yeah.
life. Like
Yes.
for
We've got the music
real.
studio right there,
Yeah.
and it's soundproof
Right, this
to
is
a
what
point.
I'm saying. I mean, you've got a lot going on in your space.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot on so many
In
different
a
levels.
suburban
Well,
neighborhood,
and
yeah.
In so many different ways.
I would
And then
like
you
to,
throw in HOA.
Oh, man, I would
Yeah.
like to comment though on how much you're able to get away with when you are an artist. See, like, so if I was an accountant, the way my house looks, like, people would be like, "Get the hell out! There's no way that like."
If you were an accountant,
yeah,
you'd probably be behind bars.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly. But because I'm an artist, they're like, oh, so that's why this is out in the yard. Oh, he's an artist, or oh, that's why there's a motor.
Different appreciation. There's
Yeah,
a different.
it's a lot of leeway. It's
A
great.
little more patience because now
Yeah.
they're curious to see what he's going to do.
Absolutely,
with it.
yeah.
Although I think, and I'm going to find out where you dwell so that I can then go check it out myself. But I would think that people would be fascinated with who lives there.
Oh, they do.
Oh, yeah.
People come by all the time.
Do people like slow down in front
Oh,
of you?
yeah,
Do
dude,
they
all
ever
the
knock on
time.
your door?
One
People-
one of them
What's
has
going
even
on?
heard a voice that said, "Go and meet them."
Yeah, for real.
Like,
He
showed up
was-
at
yeah,
our
dude.
door, knocking at.
It
I
happens
don't know
regularly.
what happened, but I heard a voice
People-
in my car as I
Yeah.
was driving by.
Did they kind of look like the kind of person that might hear voices?
No,
it was a retired Marine.
Yeah, which,
he had
you
just
know.
gotten he was just moved to the neighborhood.
But also people have dropped off like full motorcycles, any types of metal or anything like that
Oh,
for
so that
welding
you
and
can
everything.
use it in
yeah,
your
yeah,
art.
they'll donate it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's cool.
I think this is a perfect time to let people know where what your website address
Oh,
is
yeah.
and how they can find not you physically, but how to find out more about you and some of these endeavors that you all have going on if they'd like to support.
Yeah.
Well, we can't put that out there about supporting it, but
No, yeah, but
please,
yeah.
we want people to be able to check you out and to check out your music, which we're going to be doing in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's just wileyross.com, WILEYROSS.com, or Wiley Ross Art on Instagram, GorillaGardeners.org.
Karmic Coyote.
Karmic Coyote, and you can Google me
Yeah.
too.
We'll
Just
provide a
Google
list,
me.
and
yeah,
we're accepting reservations for tours as we speak.
yeah.
Are you, if you go to wileyross.com, does it have all these other things listed there?
Yes.
too?
Yeah,
So we just
yeah.
need to find you in one place and then we can pursue
Yeah.
Yes.
the trail of all of the things.
WileyRoss.com. It'll have all of the specifications.
So you paid reference to music, obviously, we're going to be checking that out, but you also paid reference to a lot of different instruments. What exactly, what do you play?
Well, guitar and piano are I'd say my main instruments, and then I play bass. If you can play guitar, you can pretty much play bass, I think, and I play some drums, and then saxophone and harmonica, and was there
You just start.
anything
Yeah,
else?
you cello. You're learning cello.
Banjo, just
He's
a
getting really
lot,
good.
lot of the string stuff, See me.
Do you play by ear?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
able to-
So I'm a synthesist. Like music and art to me has always made sense. I can't read music at all, but I know that when I hear a song, it creates a certain color in my head. So like A minor is always this lavender color, and E minor is always this
My
phthalo
daughter
blue color.
sees
Yeah,
music
and
in
so that's how
color
I
and in
learned how to play it.
movement.
Yeah, and so that's how I learned how to play. And so when I hear a song, I'm like, oh, that's that, and I can play it like that. But when I look at music, it's like chicken scratch. I have no idea what it's saying.
When people hear that you see music in color or you see music in movement, they're like, what are
Dude.
you tripping on? But it really
Yeah,
is.
it's a real
Yeah,
thing.
synesthesia.
Yeah, it's a
My
synesthesia.
daughter
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah, it's a
I
real
think
thing.
2% of the
amazing.
population. Like it's very
Yes.
rare, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
actually a really cool documentary called Boy with the Beautiful Brain that talks about this guy with synesthesia, and he has the world record for most consecutive decimal places past pi with over 10,000. And just from seizing his head like that, and he learned the Icelandic language in a week. It's amazing.
Wow.
And he didn't miss out on any of the social skills. He still has social skills, because a lot of times when somebody's that far on that side, you've got to take it from somewhere, so they don't have any social skills. This guy is, on the level. It's a very
Wow.
fascinating documentary. Yeah.
Wow. I think you guys are fascinating people.
Oh, well, likewise. Thank you.
I am so glad
Yeah.
that you've been on the show today. We are going to now, next time you see them, they're going to be mic'd up and they're going to be strumming and singing and playing here. And so thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and thank you now. And we'll be wrapping with their set. So stay with us.
This song's called Nightmare. Who's to say what's justified or wrong? I've been guilty, casting the first stone, first stone. I've done everything underneath the sun, including pills, cocaine, heroin. But the only drug I can't quit is you. You're my sunny day and my nightmare too. The storms are coming, I can feel it rolling in. I can feel that heartbreak creeping up again. It starts from the bottom, from the depths of hell. It works its way on up and swells. Oh, I've done everything underneath the sun, including pills, cocaine, heroin. But the only drug I can't quit is you. You're my sunny day and my nightmare too. All of my dreams have turned to black. I can't seem to get that monkey off my back. I've done everything underneath the sun, including pills, cocaine, heroin. But the only drug I can't quit is you. You're my sunny day and my nightmare too. Thank you. All right. This next one is called I Don't Feel a Thing. Seasons change and feelings die. Hearts grow cold and tears you'll cry. But I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing when you torture me. The songbirds they sing, yeah, songs of broken hearted. Dreams last but are never seen again. They go missing. I say, I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing when you torture me. Well, if you ain't heard, you going to. Just what I think of you. Upstairs and back down. Oh, what is the matter now? Your lips are making me. Oh, we're so damn thirsty. Yeah, your head on a silver platter. But I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing. Oh, I don't feel a thing when you torture me. I say, I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing. I don't feel a thing when you torture me with everything. Thank you.
I think I should practice torturing you better.
This song's called Soul Shine. And we got one more after this. I can feel it in the pit of my stomach, baby. I can feel it rise up and course through my veins. Every little thing I ever wanted to be. Every little thing I ever had inside of me. I see it in your soul. I see it in your soul. I see your soul shine all the time. I see your soul glow more than you will ever know. I see your soul rise up on those front lines. I see your soul shine when it's mine. Nothing could ever compare to the way I feel when I am with you. Rolling or shuffling on down the street. Or hold you in my arms late at night. Lord, it's a miracle that we ever meet. I see it in your soul. I see it in your soul. I see your soul shine all the time. I see your soul glow more than you will ever know. I see your soul rise up on those front lines. I see your soul shine when it's mine. Did you ever want to be everything that you thought you could? Take my hand home again, yeah, we're headed, yeah, we're going back home. Mark the trail with some breadcrumbs, baby. Don't you know they'll be looking for? Hold my head, keep me safe, hold my hand, yeah. I think I'm falling for you. Thank you. All right, this will be our last one. And the song's called Other Side, and I wrote it a long time ago, but we really like to play
Like
it.
us, it's been renewed.
Yeah, okay. Take me down, bathe me in blue waters, blue like the ocean in your eyes, crystal clear like our sons and daughters, purified by Christ when he died. No, I'm gonna kick rocks, headed home, sun beating down on these poor old bones. Don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, oh, shed a little tear for this poor soul, bound and determined to make it home. See you, see you, see you, see you on the other side. So they think they have broken my will, or at least that's what they say. No, oh no, there's a will, there's a way, yeah. My soul will not perish today. No, I'm gonna kick rocks, headed home, sun beating for this poor soul, bound and determined to make it home. I'll see you, see you, see you, see you on the other side. Oh no, side. Oh no, 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 the side. Good to now.
This poor soul shed little tear. This poor soul.
Take me down, bathe me in blue waters, crystal clear, just like the souls of our sons and daughters. I say, take me down, bathe me in blue waters, crystal clear, just like the souls of our sons and daughters. I say, I'm gonna kick rocks ahead it home, sun beating down on these poor old bones. But don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, I said I'll shed a little tear for this poor soul, bound and determined to make it home. I see you, see you, see you, see you on the other side. Thank you. Yes, we are the Train Station Junkies. My mouth is a little dry, but that's okay. My name is Wiley. This is Karma. And we just want to make the world a little better place than it was before we got here. I sincerely mean that. And Karma, do you have anything to add?
I'd like to say thank you very much for having us, and thank you for listening. And Carol, thank you for what you're doing in the community.
Stay classy, Austin. Okay.
I'll be quietly behind you. This is you, baby.
So this is a brand new one. It's called Memories. See if I can remember it. Kind words and memories mails me how it used to be. Those kind words and memories tells me how it used to be. Well, I know that it gets so strong when I'm not there. The days, the weeks, the months, yeah, they just seem to disappear. But at least we got all those memories. I hope that you smile when you think about me, and all those kind words and memories tells me how it used to be. Oh, with those kind words and memories tells me how it used to be. Well, I know that it gets so hard when I'm not there. Just close your eyes and feel me everywhere. Oh, with those kind words and memories tells me how it used to be. That I know that I ain't been around lately, but I want you to know from me that I love you more than the eye can And I got a place for you sitting right here next to me. Oh, with those kind words and memories. Tells me how it used to be. Oh, with those kind words and memories. Tells me how it used to be. Thank you.
All right, y'all, I just appeared out of the blue right behind him, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for everything you do in the Austin community, everything you put out into this universe. Your energy is outstanding. Everybody, remember to check out WileyRoss.com. That's
WileyRoss.com.
Yes, and that will lead you everywhere else you need to go. Hope you pay attention to the credits as they roll, because these folks do so much behind the scenes to make this happen. Thanks, y'all, and we'll see you next time.
We hope your new realtor plays drums in a band. We hope your new dentist is its front man. We hope live music always makes you proud. Just don't call the cops if you think it's too loud.